This is a scary story that happened to me 3 months back, but still stays in my head forever and taunts me with memories. One day, I was with my friend, we'll call him Matt. I was in with him at a park, and after a while, we said we should have a sleepover. It'd be fun. He agreed. We talked to our parents about it, and they agreed. He came to my house. It was pretty normal until we went to sleep at around 11 o'clock at night. We were pretty much just talking and messing around and doing stuff. But after a while, we started talking about creepy things. Now, me and Matt had always been into creepy things and summoning demons and stuff like that. So, we were talking for a while. And then, we were talking about the fact about if we had anything to do with demons or any dark spirits like that. We were probably just lying about the stories we said. After a while, we said, maybe we should go to sleep now. So we both started sleeping, but then I heard a rattle outside. Matthew got scared and said, "What's that?" So I peeked out the window to see, and it was a Coke bottle in my driveway. Matt said, "Oh, just someone trashed a Coke bottle there." But I said, "No, my driveway's too long for anything to reach to it off the street." And that's true. But I thought, what if it's our Coke bottle? But then I realised that we hadn't had Coke bottles or anything like that, or Coke in general, for weeks, maybe even months. So we knew that it came from somewhere, or something. We didn't know what. We kind of shrugged it off because, it was just a Coke can. So, a little while later, we saw what looked to be a possum going over my hedge trims. We shrugged it off a little bit too, but then got scareder and kind of started to scare ourselves down a little bit, since we didn't want to get that scared. Then a while more, we heard more sounds and more rattling. We figured it could have just been possums squealing or them rattling around in the bush. Soon after, we heard a squeal that kind of sounded like a possum, but wasn't. It was different. Sounded like a person. A man, to be exact. We figured that someone was here. We checked in my brother's room to see if he was there, and he was asleep. And I snuck upstairs to see if my parents were there, and they were playing cards. So I knew that it was someone, or just a possum that sounded really creepy. We decided to peek out the window for a little bit, and then I saw hair that lifted up to a face, a dark, demonic face. Kind of looked like a person that was homeless and wanted to rob everyone and kill everyone in its path. So, me and Matthew immediately shut my door, and I know this sounds very unrealistic and stupid, but we didn't even tell our parents. We blocked the door up with a chair. Then, after a while, he was laughing some more, and then we heard more rattling. We peeked outside the tiniest bit, although Matt didn't want me to. I peeked out anyway, and there he was, with the knife, walking around, far out of our distance of view, but just that I could see him. After a while, he peeked all through the windows. He started picking ones at the far end, where I couldn't see him, coming up. He peeked through my brother's room. Luckily, that was one of the many few nights that my brother had his blinds open. So, the man saw my brother inside and chuckled a little bit. But he didn't really take that much interest. Then he checked ours. Well, I think he did. I don't really know because I didn't have the guts to look if he was actually there or not. We figured that he was, and he chuckled at our window too, and then he went. I just hate to think what would have happened if we ever still had our window open at that day or night. The thought still taunts me as I think about it and have dreams quite often about it. I know it's just me hallucinating, but I feel like it's getting to me.